Today we're showcasing how to set up and take down the 18-foot Tropical Dream water slide. And it's very nice because this video will show you how to do the 18-footer, but the same process applies for all of the single lane water slides. So that includes 13-foot Blue Crush, 15-foot Purple Crush, 18-foot Purple Craze, 27-foot tall Blue Crush. The same process would apply for this in terms of like the takedown, rolling it out, the way you drop it. It's all the same thing with the single lane water slides. So he's just undoing the clips. For most of the inflatables, this isn't necessary, but for some of them, like some of our larger obstacle courses and water slides, to get a better roll on them, the drivers like to clip them together to ensure that the water slide stays together while the roll happens. So you want to always make sure to unroll the water slide while it's blowing up, just to make sure that there's no clips there. If there is a clip there and the air gets to it, it's going to be really hard to unclip it, and then you have to turn off the blower to unclip it, and it's just a pain. So it's just best you unclip it before the air gets to it. In regards to the location of the zippers in the water slide, there's two zippers on the back where the blower is located. And there's one more zipper towards the front where the splash area is when the kids go down the slide. Here, Andrew is showcasing the ventilation area underneath the pool. This will typically always be closed. You don't need to open this one when you're deflating it. It's always important to guide the water slide up because it's so tall. Typically when it's inflating, it'll fall towards a certain direction, and you don't want it to fall anywhere. You just want it to go up, and you kind of want to guide it up using the lanyards that are provided on the slide. In this case, it seems like a pretty nice scenario because it's not falling in any one direction, but there are times where the entire water slide can tip in a certain direction, and you'll need to grab the other side to help guide it to ensure that it doesn't fall anywhere, but it just inflates and goes directly up. Here, Andrew is showcasing where the stakes go on the water slide. So there's going to be 2 stakes on the back, right by where the blower tubes are. There's going to be 1 stake on each lanyard. So there's 1 stake that goes here, and there's another stake that goes on the other side. And then there's also going to be 2 stakes in the front, and he's going to showcase that here momentarily. So in total, the water slide requires 6 stakes. So that's 2 in the back, 1 on each lanyard, and then 2 in the front. Here, Andrew is simply showcasing how to get the water out of the water slide. He's using his body weight to simply just walk the water out of the slide. And you want to do that for both sides. So, and what I mean by both sides, there's a area where the kids slide down, and that's the part Andrew's in right now. Right, see, he's using his body weight to get the water out of the slide, and he just walks it down. And then he's going to do the same thing on the other side, where the kids climb up. Water will develop in both sides, and this is a very important step. If you do not get the water out of the water slide, you will not be able to pick up the water slide. It'll be too heavy to fold and roll. So you always want to make sure to get the water out of the water slide. Here, Andrew's going to begin the unstaking process of the water slide. He's going to remove the front 2 stakes, and he's also going to remove the stakes on the lanyards, but he's actually going to leave the 2 back stakes in the water slide, and we're about to showcase that here. Yeah, so he doesn't remove those, and the reason why we leave the 2 back stakes in is because when the water slide deflates, we want to keep the back of the slide in place. What can happen when deflating the water slide is that the whole water slide falls forward, and it kind of creates like an awkward fold in the end. So we want to keep the back in place and only have like the top fall forward. So right now he's deflating the water slide, and he's having the top fall forward. And when I say the top, see those palm trees? Yep. You want the palm trees to fall forward, and all you really need to do that is turn off the blower, run and get in the pool, and then just use your body weight to guide the water slide down towards you, and just have it fall directly towards you, like towards the pool area, right? The water slide always needs to fall down directly towards the pool area, right? So in this process here, if you were to unstake those back stakes, the entire like bottom would fly up. You would want to leave those stakes in to prevent that from happening. And by doing that, you would allow a really nice fold because the water slide drops properly. So yeah, Andrew's just guiding the water slide down towards him. And he's using his body weight to do that. It doesn't take much. Just use your body weight. You want to continue to walk upwards closer to the slide to ensure that it falls forward. As you can see, Andrew successfully made the water slide fall forward. And That's exactly how you want it. You don't want the slide to fall left or right. You want it to fall directly towards the pull area. And then right now he's going to unzip the zippers to expedite the deflation process. And from there, he's probably just going to help guide it down. He just wants to make sure that the slide falls directly towards the pull and not to the sides. You want it to be as straight as possible. And then here, I believe he's going to unzip the front zipper by the pull. Andrew's going to start us off with the folding process, and the first thing he's going to do is tuck in the lanyards and also fold in the side support. This is the side support. That piece right there, that's the side support. And then he's going to do the same thing on the other side. He's going to fold in the lanyards, and then he's also going to do the side support as well. Just like that. And then he's going to go about 3 feet below the side support, where the heaviest part of the slide is. He's going to grab that, and then he's going to fold it in. That's typically how you want to do most of these inflatables. When you fold it over, you want to grab the heaviest part. And he's going to continue on with the fold for the remainder of the sections. He is folding the fabric about halfway through. He's going to begin the next fold. About halfway over is all you need. Just touching the other side. And what he's going to do to secure it is he's going to clip the clips together. Just like that. He's going to do the same thing further up the slide. Now he's going to begin tightening the straps, and this here is very similar to all of the previous examples we've shown. It's pretty much the same thing for all the inflatables. You just lift up the back, you tuck the straps underneath the blower tubes, and then you roll it, and then by the time you're finished rolling it, the straps are on the other side. Now he's going to begin the roll, and notice how he starts off with the Dorito fold by folding in both sides to make the beginning of it more of a corner, and with that he can start the roll off nice and tight. I'm replaying that again just to showcase that. Yeah, starting off the roll nice and tight is incredibly important. Make sure you put a lot of downward pressure. Constantly push down while rolling to keep the inflatable nice and tight. So he's about to go over the big hump on the slide, and it's going to require a lot more manpower, right? So what he's going to do is he's going to take his left and right arm, grab both edges, and then to maintain the downward pressure, he's going to like lift using his arms and legs while putting his like torso on the slide. See how he's like constantly like leading his chest up against the slide? This is a good strategy if the unit you're lifting is very heavy and there's like a big hump. So with that, he just got over the hump successfully. He just put his chest on the slide while lifting with both arms. And then from there, this is pretty standard. This is the same thing with all the other units. We just roll it to the end, fold the blower tubes in, strap it up, and that's all. From here, there's nothing really new to show. We're just going to roll it towards the end and then fold the blower tubes in and then strap it. It's nothing we haven't already seen. So that's how you do the 18-foot Tropical Dream water slide, and you can use this formula for a lot of the other water slides as well, such as the 15-footers, 13-footers, 22-footers, etc. And in this clip, we're just hanging out, talking, having a philosophical conversation about the universe as we know it. And yeah, that is how you do the 18-foot Tropical Dream water slide. Thank you for watching, and yes, take care. Bye-bye.